Clive Churchill winner, four-time premiership winner. What feels better, mate?
I can't put it into words. I can't compare them. It's just incredible. Like, to win 4 in a row with this group, it's just so special. And you know, this Clive, it's just so surreal at the moment. It just hasn't sunk in. It's unbelievable.
I don't think we're ever going to see, I personally don't think we'll ever see anyone do this again. Whether you guys win more, I don't know, but I would love to know how you guys manage to put yourselves in this situation every year in terms of the work that goes into it, because teams get mentally fatigued. We've seen that in the past. That's why they haven't been able to back it up. How come you guys are able to do it?
I honestly don't know. It just speaks volumes of the character of the group that we have. Like our, we were buggered out there. We were stuffed, and we just kept turning up to one another, and you know, we just drive one another. We do that every day when we're in a training, and you know, this feeling right now is, I think Nath said it earlier, it's addictive. Like, it's just awesome, and you know, you just can't get enough of it. So it's just the group that we have. It's just so special to be a part of it.
Do you think you guys are the hardest workers in the NRL?
Well, I can't speak on like what other clubs do, but I certainly know that we do. Like, you know, week in, week out, day in, day out. You know, the boys, I see them there for an extra hour after training, still doing hits. Moses, Fish, and Liam Henry, and like, it's just unbelievable to be in a group that just works that hard.
You looked absolutely cooked. I saw you at stage. I've never seen you on your haunches so many times in games, and then the very next play you'd be there making a tackle or setting up a try. Like, have you had to dig deeper in games than what you just did tonight?
To be honest, I don't think so. Like, I was gone. Like, I don't normally cramp. I was cramping. I was looking at the sideline a bit. I was like, oh Christ, I'm buggered. I just had the boys in my ear like, we need you, and like everyone, like we were all stuffed, and we just kept turning up, and I just had to do my job, and like we all just kept turning up. It was unbelievable. I don't know how.
Mate, you've lost some real superstars over the years, but obviously Jerome Luai, James Fisher-Harris. Can you guys come back next year without those guys and still be premiers?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you know, they will be massive losses. We absolutely love them. Sania. You know, they've built the culture that we have here, but you know, they've left a legacy that the boys will continue on. Like Fisher, like Liam Henry. You know, he's only going to get better. The young blokes, Jack Cole, stepping into Romy, like they've set the platform for us, and you know, we will miss him. You know, I played with Romy since I was 17, and I'm going to miss him immensely. But no, they've set a wonderful platform, and we'll keep going.
Supreme confidence, not in me, but in this group and in this team. I was nervous today in bed, and then I just thought of the players that were around me, and I was like, oh, we're sweet, man. Like, this team's amazing. The players, the caliber of players, they all probably view pressure in big games the same way as I do, an opportunity. And just, like I said, what a way to go out. Best to ever do it. You know, I don't think anyone will do this ever again, what we've done here. So we've got a few sons in this team, so maybe they'll be the ones to break the record that we've created. So it'll be pretty special to see.
Fish, I can't even begin to imagine what it feels like to win one premiership, to win 4 on the trot and be part of this football side. What does it feel like?
Yeah, like I was saying to the other bro, I can't explain, bro. I'm just at peace, you know. Maybe ask me in a week or two. I don't know, bro.
How hard will it be to leave these guys? Like, I don't think I've ever seen a team that's as connected as you guys are, and I've heard you guys often speak about that a large part of the success is the trust and the feeling between you all.
Yeah, I'm definitely, man. That's why tonight was so good, bro. Like, I loved the battle. Credit to Storm, man. It was a great battle out there. And yeah, like, just going to war with the bros, like, especially this group, is really special, man. I don't take it for granted. I never have, but it's just good.
So what is the secret? Like, are these guys working harder? Like, is it smarter? Is it the connection amongst the players? Is it the fact that you've just got a star-studded side? Like, what is it?
Well, I think each year that these guys play together, it gets that chemistry's a little bit stronger. It's a bit like compound interest in terms of the way they know the system, and in that sense. But we also lose good players. And throughout the year, there's a little bit of complacency this year, I reckon, which is probably not unusual. it was only subtle, but yeah, I was a little bit worried about that, particularly towards the end of the year. But once the finals hit, they hit a new level, and particularly defensively. And
where did you see the complacency? Because, I mean, it was still, by any other team's measure, a phenomenal season.
Yeah, and it was a good year, but like I said, it's very subtle. It's not so. I'm not trying to be critical, but just sometimes during games, sometimes in games, like 4 games. But the good thing, the real quality we had all year was every time we were pushed, like we brought it, you know. And luckily, fortunately that turned up in the finals, and the boys went to another level.
I don't know how many teams could recover from the loss of a guy like Jerome Luai, James Fisher-Harris too. Like, how big are those holes?
Oh, they're big, yeah. I guess fortunately we've had we've had some pretty big holes to fill previous years. Even Tito, I thought, he was good tonight. It's a real personality and character in our team, and yeah, I guess the wheel turns, and I don't know, we'll work it out.
Mitch Kenny, I'd love to know how good a beer tastes after you've just won, after being at this club that's now won 4 premierships in a row. Is that the best beer you've ever had?
That's absolutely the best beer I've ever had, yeah. I would never drink this usually, but right now it's the best beer I've ever had.
I wouldn't either. It's not my choice of beer. How do you sum it up? What do you guys have achieved?
I don't know if I can right now. I think it'll take a little while to process, and it's so raw, but no, it's just so special. I've been lucky enough to play in 3, win 3, but this is far and away, the most significant, the most special to me. It's just, what this group's been able to achieve. I'm so proud of everyone involved. Players 1 to 30 and all the staff. It's incredible.
I'm not going to touch him, but can we have a look at the rings?
You can have a little. I got short, stumpy fingers. Plus, I was trying to look cool, I'll be honest, but I don't know if I'm pulling it off. I'll probably lose these. I'm trying not to lose these over the next few days. That's why I got them on that.
Yeah, I was going to say, are these going to be worn around the neck during the celebrations, or?
Yeah, that's the idea, because they don't really fit my fingers too well. So see how I go.
Mate, there were moments at that game, particularly I thought there was a period in the second half where Melbourne were really coming at you quite hard. And it looked like they were getting the ascendancy there. How hard did you guys have to work to stem the tide?
No, you're right. We were rocking, and they've been the best team all year, and they just constantly throw punches at you, especially between those spine players. And they were getting on the front foot, and it felt like every tackle was a quick one, and we just had to scramble and save each other's asses. And just feel like it's a really fitting way that we won, just turning up and just having that resolve, and just. We weren't throwing much footy back at them because it felt like we were kicking out of our 40 the whole second half, but no, just so proud of the group.
You're part of the greatest team in rugby league history for the last 58 years. How do you think when you're old and you're sitting back on the rocking chair, you reflect on that?
I don't know, we'll find out then, and it's probably something you can't truly appreciate till you're at that point, but certainly feel like I'm appreciating it a fair bit at the moment, this group, and not just the playing group, 1 to 18, but everyone else and all the staff. Put in so much work to get us this position. It just felt like it was only right that we paid them back and played the way we did tonight and do enough to win a comp, because so many people put so much into this, and it's just fitting.
Luke, how does 10-year-old you think respond to the idea of playing in a team like this? It's just created history, first to win 4 premierships in 58 years.
Yeah, definitely. Probably wouldn't even comprehend that. I think I played my first grand final under 11s, and that was probably a dream come true then, but now to play in 2 NRL grand finals and win 2 of them, it's pretty sick.
When you came over from the Tigers, what was the first thing you noticed about Penrith, and maybe as to why they've been as successful as they have been? Because I think we're all trying to work out how on earth it happens.
Yeah, I think it's just a whole club buy-in and the intensity we train. It's just, it's probably something I didn't experience back then, but I'm enjoying it now, and there's a reason why we get here every year.
I asked Liam Martin that, do you think you guys are the hardest workers in the NRL? And his answer was, I haven't been to another club, so I don't know. In your experience, do you believe that Penrith outworks everybody else?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's probably a bit of a belief thing in that as well. I think, no matter the situation in the game or whatever the scoreline was, as for example, last year's grand final, we sort of claw our way back and never out of the fight.
There was a moment in that second half where it really looked like Melbourne were coming after you guys. They were getting on top. They were finding their frontal, getting a quick play the ball. and still you guys defensively just managed to find a way. Like the belief you guys must have in those structures. Can you just talk to that? Because you've got one of the best attacking units of the competition throwing everything at you, and you just keep repelling them.
Yeah, we really pride ourselves on defence, and that second half didn't feel like we had much field possession at all. So yeah, I feel like we're defending heaps, but yeah, just kept turning up for each other, and we obviously knew it was a massive occasion and a big game for us to turn up, and we did.
Paul, I remember when I spoke to you when you just signed at Penrith, and you said one of the reasons that you wanted to come here was to come and win a premiership. You've done it now. How does it feel?
Oh, it's everything I've ever dreamed of. Yeah, I just feel like I'm on top of the world. This is when I look back on the journey that I've been on, it's been pretty crazy. So much hard work, sacrifices to get to where I am today, and it makes it all worth it, definitely.
I'm really interested to hear from Panthers players that have come from previous systems about what that experience is like coming to a Penrith. Are they the hardest workers in the NRL? Like, what do you put this level of success down to over such a long period of time?
Definitely, a lot of hard work, sacrifices. There's a lot that goes into to a club and winning a premiership, and this club's just pretty remarkable. Everyone from the coaching staff to the playing group, everyone that works around the club, yeah, just makes the club so much. How do I say it? Just makes it if there was a person in the club that wasn't doing their job, the machine just stops working. So, just credit to everyone in the club that does everything from their little part of the organisation itself, and it makes pretty much all this happen.
Brian Toto goes off and you find yourself on the wing. What was that experience like for you when you saw Bizzy go off and you got the call that you were moving to the wing?
I just got a random message from our trainer, and it was like, "Whoa, you're going to right wing," and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" It happened so quick, and the game it moves so fast that there's not much to think about. You just got to switch and you got to think on the run. So I was more just thinking on the run and just trying to do my best for the team. I didn't want to let the boys down, and that's what I try to do all year. Just be there for the boys and do my job for the team.